Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a short, slow flow Vinyasa practice, and we will just go where the spirit moves us today. I don't really have a plan. We'll follow the method I use for my own personal practice, which is arriving at my mat, taking a moment to sit with myself, and then seeing what I need. What do I need? What does my body need? What does my mind need? What does my energy level feel like? And where do I need to go from there? So let's see how it unfolds. Bring yourself into a seated position of your choice. Close your eyes. Take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. And just allow yourself to arrive, to land, to connect in, to pay attention to yourself, to become aware of what is happening for you, mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically. And as always, just honoring where you are today. Every day is different. Being grateful for what your body has to give you today. And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself. Thank yourself for showing up for you today and just carving out this time for yourself. Begin to flutter your eyes open. Bring palms together at your heart. And just drop your forehead, your chin down. Take a little bow. And let's move ourselves into child pose at the back of the mat. Your child's pose, you can have knees together, or you can take the knees wide towards the outer edges of your mat. And then maybe rock your hips from side to side if that feels good for you today. Take a few deep, juicy breaths here. Filling up your whole back body, the back of your lungs. Deep breaths in and out through the nose, or if you like, in through the nose and then sigh it out of your mouth. Let go of anything you're holding on to, anything that feels stuck. Let's get our energy moving and flowing here. Now let's walk our hands over towards the right side, over towards that right knee thigh. Play with the placement of your hands here. And lift up the left palm, roll up onto finger pads. Or maybe bring that left hand over to rest on top of the right. Bend that left elbow or keep that arm straighter. Notice where you're feeling any sensations. Sensations in the arm, armpit, chest, shoulder. Sending your breath into any areas of tightness or tension. Imagining your breath just washing away any tension. Let's bring it back to center and then over to the other side, bringing torso over towards that left knee, thigh. You can play around with placement of the hands here. Maybe rolling up onto the right fingers. And then let's walk the hands back to center. Slowly walk ourselves up. Let's bring the knees in if you had the knees wide. Coming into our thunderbolt pose. Let's take the arms out to the sides and up. And then releasing arms back down. Couple more times, inhaling as the arms lift. Exhaling as the arms release. Couple more. And then next time you bring the arms up, let's take palms together up overhead and then drop the hands back behind the head. Elbows lift. Lay your head back in your hands. Draw the belly in and up and maybe lift up through the heart. Finding a little upper back bend here. And then hug in through the belly, arms reach back up. Let's slowly bring it forward into a table position. And we'll rock ourselves side to side or find any movement that you like here. Looking over towards right hip, bringing yourself back through center, looking over towards left hip, or anything that calls to you, maybe rolling through a few rounds of your cat-cow, inhaling, softening belly, lifting tail, lifting heart as you exhale, pressing down into the hands, rounding up through the back, looking towards navel, rolling through this or any other movement a few times. And then let's bring it back into our table. Tuck the toes under, press into the hands, glide hips up and back. Bent knee, downward dog here. Finding some movement that feels good. Bending, straightening knees, pedaling legs. Just finding some little pulses or rocks back and forth. And then crouch yourself down, tiger dog. And then glide hips up into your down dog. Crouch yourself down, tiger dog. Glide the hips up into your downward dog. Let's bend the knees, crouch down again, but this time press into the feet, hug in through the feet, hug in through the legs, lift your belly, roll yourself forward, finding a plank pose, and then drawing the hips up and back, down dog. Bend the knees, crouch it down. Let's slowly roll it forward, finding that plank pose, and then gliding the hips up and back. Crouch it down. Let's roll it forward again, finding your plank pose, holding here or rooting into that left hand, bringing that right hand to tap left shoulder, rooting down through right hand, bringing left hand to tap the right shoulder, and then tapping hands side to side, keeping hips as level as possible. And then back into your plank, press into the hands, lift up through the hips, glide yourself back, downward dog. Bend the knees, crouch down. Now send that right leg up for a three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, draw it underneath the body, shift it forward, core plank. Send that right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, release that foot down. Crouch it down, tiger dog, send left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that left knee, bring it forward into the chest, core plank. Send that leg up and back, three-legged dog. Release that foot down. Bend the knees, crouch down, roll it forward, find your plank. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Step right foot back, draw left knee in towards chest. Step left foot back. Switch that up. Side to side, you can keep it nice and slow. You can pick up the pace. Step it back out into your plank and then bring it back into your downward dog. Walk yourself up to the top of your mat and find your way into a forward fold. Soften knees, lift up the belly, and then hinge from the hips, fold it in. Shake, nod head, rock hips, sway the arms. And grab a hold of elbows if you don't already have a hold of them. Soften the knees. Let's sweep the arms over to the left and begin to roll yourself all the way up. Bring the arms up overhead. And then elbows move over towards the right. Soften the knees. Bring yourself back through center. Begin to circle yourself up and over. A couple more times. And then we'll switch the direction. Now bring arms, elbows over to the right, up, overhead, and then soften knees. Bring it over to the left, arms sweep back through center, circle up, around. One more time. And then back into your forward fold. Release the hands, hands to hips, press into the feet, and bring it all the way up. Palms come together at the heart. Let's reach the arms up and fold it in. Halfway lift to your flat back. Plant the hands down onto the mat and step it back into plank. Drop your knees, lower down, belly, torso, elbows hug in. Lift up your heart as you root down through your fingers and your toes and your pubic bone. Baby cobra, and release down, tuck toes. Press the hips up and back, downward dog. Crouch down, send the right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, shift forward and step that right foot through. Stay up on ball of your left foot. Hug that right hip back. Bend that left knee as you peel yourself up. Arms reach up, high lunge. Maybe straighten back leg. Take the weight forward into that right foot. Slide that left foot forward. Draw that knee up towards the chest. And extend out through that left leg. Bend that right knee. Bring your palms together at your heart. And slowly begin to tilt yourself forward as you send the left leg back out behind you for a warrior three. Slowly, slowly, drop the ball of that left foot back to the mat. You can bend that left knee. Reach arms back up. Coming back up through high lunge. Right hip hugs back. Left hip hugs forward. And then hands down to the mat. Step yourself back into your plank. Drop the knees. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Elbows hug in. Lift it up for baby cobra. Or maybe you come up a little bit higher for your full cobra if you feel ready. Let's bring it back down. Tuck toes. And then send the hips up and back down dog. Same thing other side. Crouch down. Left leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Bend that knee. Draw it in towards the chest. Step it forward to that left thumb. Stay up on the ball of that right foot. Bend your right knee. Press into the feet. Hug in through the legs. Reach arms up. Maybe straighten right leg. Give yourself a smile. And then we'll take the weight into that left foot. Step, hop, slide that right leg forward. Draw that knee up towards the chest. Extend out through that right leg. Hug that right quad. And then we'll bend that right knee. Bring the palms together at your heart. And slowly begin to bring the torso forward as you send the right leg back behind you, warrior three. Right toes pointing down towards the mat. Slowly, slowly, let's step that right foot back, coming back onto ball of that right foot. Bend the right knee, reach arms up, maybe straighten that back leg. And then hands to the mat, step it back into your plank. Find your flow. So you can bring it down to the knees again if you like, and come through your cobra, or if you like, roll it forward on the toes, bend the elbows, lower yourself down about halfway-ish, coming into chaturanga. And then come on to tops of the feet, thighs lifted, heart pulls forward for your up dog. Send the hips up and back down dog. And then step or hop it forward, top of the mat, fold it in. Halfway lift. And then fold yourself back in. Press into the feet, rise up. Palms together at the heart. Bend the knees, send the hips back. Reach the arms forward, coming into our chair pose. Let's take the weight over into that left foot. Roll up onto ball of that right foot. Bring palms together at the heart. And then from here, we'll begin to send the right leg back again, warrior three. Begin to straighten that left leg. Keep hands at the heart, or you could take the hands to rest on that left thigh. And then slowly bring that right foot back to meet the left. Sit back in our chair pose. And then we'll take the weight over into the right foot. Roll up on ball of left foot. Let's take palms together. And then begin to slowly send the left leg back. Straightening right leg a little bit, finding your warrior three again. Maybe hands come to rest on that right thigh. And then we'll take the left foot back to meet the right. Come back through your chair. Palms together at the heart. Fold it in. Halfway up, flat back. Plant hands down, step it back into your plank. Find your flow. Meeting in our down dog. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Press into the feet, hands to the hips, soften the knees. Lift yourself, come all the way up. Soften the knees, take weight into that left foot. Draw that right knee up towards the chest. Extend that right leg forward, pulling the right toes towards you. Lifting up through that right quad. Bend that right knee. Hands to the heart. Slowly send that right foot back. And then we'll draw the right knee into the chest. Release that foot down to the mat. Other side, soften the knees. Weight into that right foot. Let's draw the left knee up towards chest. Slowly begin to send that left leg back into your warrior three. Left knee draws up towards chest. Release that foot down. Let's take the arms out to the sides and up, palms together. Fold yourself in. Walk your hands back out. Down dog. Pedal your legs. Find any movement you like, or if you need some stillness, do that. Drop knees down to the mat. Coming into table position, let's take it into puppy pose, Anahanasana. Walk the hands forward, keep the hips lined up over the knees. Lower your forehead, chest or chin down towards the mat. Walk yourself back to come sit on your heels. Let's take arms out to the sides. Eagle, wrap the arms, right arm under. Wrap the arms, palms come together, or backs of palms, or grab your thumbs, or take hands to opposite shoulders. And then we'll inhale, lift the elbows up, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, draw the elbows back down towards the chest, draw the chin down towards the chest, curl in. Inhale, lift arms up. Exhale, curl back in. One more time. Inhale as you lift up your arms. Exhale, curl it in. Open the arms wide, and then we'll switch the cross. Left arm will come under, wrap up the arms, your eagle arms, or hands to shoulders. Inhale, lift elbows up. Exhale, rounding through upper back, curling in, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, curl it in. Unravel the arms. Give your shoulders a little shrug. Let's bring hands to rest on the heart. Close your eyes. And check in with yourself now and notice how you feel. Has anything shifted for you? Give yourself a smile. And thank yourself for showing up for you, for your yoga, your practice, your time with yourself. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. With love and gratitude, namaste.